What?
Goofy.
Well, hey Warriors, another hot day here in Chicago. We got all our fans going, and this is our next piece. Dresser's actually in pretty good shape. You can see I still got our other pieces back here that we have to get listed. So we got a job in front of us to get all this done, but we're not entirely sure what we're going to do with this one yet. We're thinking we're going to do some sanding, and we're going to see if we can get down to some bare wood, maybe on the top and on the drawers, and do something with the natural wood, maybe a whitewash. But we're still trying to figure that out. But we're going to start anyway. It'll come to us as we go. So stick with us. Find out where we end up on this. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Welcome to our channel. I'm Jim, and this is my wife Cindy. We find old, outdated, used, and sometimes abused furniture like this and turn it into this. Join us on our journey of furniture makeovers. Okay, so we sanded this all down. As you can see, we brought this back like all the way down to the wood. This part back here we didn't. To get it from this to this is literally taking forever. Once I got this part done, and I should have showed you guys, I apologize that I didn't show you on camera, but we did whitewash a section of it here just to see how it would look. We were not real impressed, so we're going to kind of change our theme of how we're going to paint this. We'll show you what we're going to do, but we do need to do some repair on the top, fill in a few things, but before we do that, we have to remove the hardware.
Well, yeah, you give me a bum screwdriver.
Oh.
I think it was fixed. Yeah, see? Okay, so we're gonna scuff sand. I got a 120 grit on here. I have a mask on, so you want to make sure you're wearing a mask whenever you're sanding. Don't want to be breathing that in. And then as soon as I get this part scuff sanded, I'm going to take this 120 grit and I'm going to do the edges of the drawers. And it's just a scuff sand.
Okay, so as you guys know, when you're using Bondo dries really quickly. So I am searching out and finding all of my nicks and stuff that need to be repaired, and I'm putting tape where all of the little nicks are that I want to fill, so that once we get the Bondo mixed, I can just whip through and I don't have to search these things out. I'll know where they're at. Just a little tip, make things a little quicker. That we don't have to keep mixing Bondo over and over and over because it dries out while you're finding spots. Okay, so just so you know, I use a scrap board to mix my Bondo on, and rather than go through all my scrap boards and keep throwing them in the garbage, once it dries, I just take my orbital, sand it off, and I'm ready to use it again. So I just keep using the same board for mixing my Bondo on. And I know that might seem like a lot of Bondo, but we do have one repair on a drawer that's going to take a little bit. And try not to overdo it with the hardener. The more you get in there, the faster it's going to dry on you. And I would always recommend, guys, that you use a scraper like this to mix your Bondo. Using a stirring stick is not always going to get it mixed completely properly, and if you don't have it completely mixed, you are going to have, or could have, spots in your Bondo that just don't harden properly. You want to be able to mix this until it's all one color, and this is what I like about using boards. Okay, so once you're all one color like this, should be all set to go. And this stuff's gonna harden up pretty quick, so got to move. Okay, all the Bondo is dry, so we're going to go ahead and start getting this all sanded down so we can get to painting, prepping and painting. time for the prep. So this is the prep we're using. We just put it into a bigger spray bottle because it's easier to spray instead of cramping your finger up with that little teeny bottle. So we just switched it over to a bigger bottle, make it easier to spray.
Adjust your camera.
Sure. I'll adjust the camera. Here we go. So before we get to painting, I just wanted to show you guys, this is where I do most of my editing for our videos. And if you see that microphone right there in front of me, that was on our Amazon wish list. And Emily sent that to us from our Amazon wish list, and we just wanted to thank Emily so much for that. It certainly is helping with our audio. It's something that we really wanted to get, and it showed up on our doorstep. So once again, thanks, Emily. We appreciate it. So this time I got ahead of Cindy. I started stirring before she got the camera on.
So this time I got to yell at him.
Anyway, this is Rethunk Junk paint. This is the color Putty. We're going to be doing the top and the front of the drawers with it. We're just giving it a good stir. In case you're wondering, with your paints, we put parchment paper on top when we close it back up, and it stops the lid from sticking to the jar. Makes it very easy to open next time around. It's probably way too much. Yes?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Okay, so Cindy's going to work on the drawer fronts. I'm going to start painting underneath the lip of the top of the dresser. Okay, we're just going over this with a 320 sandpaper just to get any little bumps that might be in there. Am I still on camera?
Just watching you work.
So once we had it all painted and put on the hardware, we're ready to put it together and show you the final reveal. But before we do, let's take a quick look at what we started with. And here's the final reveal. And there you have it. We hope you guys enjoyed watching as much as we enjoy doing this for you. And as always, have a flippin' awesome day.